Hello, welcome back. We got our conjuration done. We can summon the fish. And then we lost some mages over in Marignon. 2 researchers, so not a big deal. We cast Dispel, and we were successful, so that's nice. So Dark Skies was down during the battle we have this turn. And Essis, who cast Dispel, was immediately attacked by the Eater of Gods. It was kind of like overkill to send the Eater of Gods after this guy. But hey, you know. Horrors do have strangely distorted perceptions. Kaelin declared a new prophet. We did lose a bunch of other mages then, some of whom were in our army that we sent to battle in Bavonia. No one too important though, we do get off all of our spells that we would like to get off. Nabar has some very similar spells. Both have arrow fend up and stuff like that. The smokeless fire that he casts kind of blows to bits all of my helots pretty much immediately. See, they're all on fire now. There goes another volley. Our line troops do not really last more than a couple of turns. We are pretty much outmatched in this battle. But I didn't really expect to win, if I'm being honest. Doesn't look like we got off Fog Warriors either. Yeah, no one's Fog Warried. That's a bit unfortunate. Then my Tyrants jump into action. We got 2 on the back eventually. There's 1 at the moment. There's the other one. They start whipping people into shape. More down here. These guys hold their own. Whoops, hold their own pretty well. This guy's still pretty much full health. This one too. But notably, they're staying low fatigue, and they have Phoenix Power up. And we will be seeing that a lot in this battle. So there was Phoenix Power going off once. He relocated over here. And there's another one. How's this guy doing? Hugely influential nutritionist. He got ethereal, which is nice. Although I guess all these ranged units do have flaming arrows, so not amazingly useful. How are you doing on fatigue? Still under 100. A lot of the units around him are living units, I think, so Soul Vortex is going to keep him fine. There he goes. There's Nutritionist. Oh, there's another Soul Vortexing one. So this is Nutritionist. Nutritionist is kind of a king, I think. Good that he's ethereal. I mean, at the moment he's got a bunch of Fire Lilies and Storm Demons and stuff on him, so the ethereal doesn't help. But in general, I think his loadout is probably the best one. The Lead Shield and the Amulet of Resilience. The Frostbrand, however, probably not optimal in this circumstance. might speed this up in the recording. I think it is a shame that because my god's dead, he doesn't have the shock resist from our bless. I'm not sure why he's susceptible either. He might have got hit by Iron Skin from someone for some reason, which kind of sucks. Yeah, I think we're getting stunned a lot from lightning attacks. Pretty easy battle if you ask me. Completely carried by hugely influential nutritionist. You know what I find really funny about this? He still isn't horror marked somehow. I could hear horror mark being cast in the battle quite a lot while he was fighting there at the end. So that was Pavonia. We lost pretty badly. We lost all of our shackled mages, all of our sages, one of our oppressors. We even lost 2 of our tyrants, unfortunately, who did get 373 kills. Mostly ghost wolves, I think. And we only killed 1 Gula, 2 Hermit Sahirs, 1 Mukarib, and a Sahara and a Shaitan. This guy's pretty big, I suppose. So we didn't actually kill that many mages. We killed a lot of troops though. Most notably we scattered him off his throne. This still works out well for us, I think. Because as long as he's not defending the throne, this throne getting eaten is probably just as valuable to us as us taking it. In fact, I'll just skip ahead to the end of this turn. The Throne of Fortune has also been eaten this turn. So this throne being eaten is literally as valuable as us taking it, because there's only 10 points required now. We have 8. If 1 more throne gets eaten, we win. So scattering his army is fine. It's not the optimal outcome, but it's still pretty good. And huge shout outs to hugely influential nutritionist, who is clearly just an absolute beast. He's also like maximum experience as well, 70 hit points. I can already see him being killed next turn by the Hunter of Heroes, but yeah, for now, he's... Yeah, good job, buddy. So that was Pavonia. Lightning keeps striking, killed a Sage. Events then, we got a bunch of gems in the Realm of Silence, we got some more gems in Sea of Karasos, some more gems in the Narian Sea, and some more gems in Saren Forest. Horrors continue attacking. And yeah, so this is the fort in Pavonia. It is unharmed. We have a siege strength of 7 currently with Hugely. In Dead Forest we have a total of 79 siege strength. This is a 750 wall fortress. So best case scenario, it would take us 10 turns to siege this fort, I think. So I don't think we can take this fort at all. I think it's over. I think our aggressive moves are done. But as I said, it's not too big a deal. Movements up here are still patrolling. New torrent with a... I took the Moonblade that was on one of the torrents here. Remember this guy with the salt? He had a bunch of horror gear to prep him in case we bumped into horrors. Not needed anymore. It's been given to a vending machine selling barbells. Gonna patrol Ard. Ard is the most lightly defended throne we have, but it now has 3 quite well geared torrents, so that should be okay. Jome also has 2.5 torrents. Obsidian has a huge amount of troops and things, but no anti-horror torrents, which I should probably pay attention to. This army looks impressive, but it'll probably do it some optimization next. And yeah, Guess Hope is okay. It's got 3 geared turrets and a giant army, so it's probably the best. It's also got an S3. So down here, not much else to report. These guys are just going to research now. I was thinking of moving these tyrants off to just go and defend other thrones, but I thought it might still be useful to keep them here in case we see Nabar start patrolling on his throne again. We can just walk into it. I think that might be useful. So these guys are going to stay here and not move around. I could also try gatewaying some stuff over to try and siege it, but I don't know. I think it's okay to just, you know, just sit tight and see what happens, because our thrones are very well defended still, and we managed to repel horror attacks really convincingly the last couple of times, so we might be okay to do this. So the only other little miscellaneous things happening are I am still summoning a bishop fish in the sea. I think having an h3 here, even just preaching, would be fine. Make sure that our, because Nabar is now second on thrones, I think. Yeah. So it's hard to keep up with Dominion with Uruk, who has Enchanted Forests. We are still doing quite well in that respect though. But we want to make sure we absolutely crush Nabar and Dominion, just in case we end up with a tie. I think that's what happens, right? If you're tied on thrones, it goes to whoever has the most Dominion. I think, yeah, so making sure that we've got preachers and stuff, probably a good idea. So I'm still going to summon the bishop fish. And then if there is somehow some weird occurrence in which we can claim a throne, it'll be useful to have them for that reason as well. I'm moving a priest with a couple of troops onto Pavonia. Oh, you don't have troops anymore. Oh, I thought I was leading a priest with some... You know what? Let's just take... Oh, you can't. Yeah. I'm moving a priest with some troops onto Pavonia to keep it under siege, to make sure that Nabar can't instantly take it back. Although I'm pretty sure he can very easily marshal a force to take it back because he had so many commanders that routed, but... But we'll just keep it under siege, and that's pretty much it. I'm doing some little bits of forging. I'm forging a lodestone amulet, which is just a 2 magic resistance miscellaneous item. Summoning the bishop fish. I think I'm forging a moonblade and an amulet of anti-magic. Forging another water bracelet just in case I need one. And another lodestone amulet. The water bracelet is because I assume that when this guy casts this, he's going to die and lose the 2 magic items. And a water bracelet would let these 2 guys also summon a bishop fish, which might, again, still be useful just for preaching and stuff, and for calling God. So I might turn both of these guys into bishop fish to put on call God duty. But I think that's it for this turn. So we just got to sit tight and see what happens. Getting kind of tense, you know, we might actually win this, which would be pretty cool. Not the most amazing start to the game that we had. I guess we have been left alone for quite a lot of the game is the thing. And that's what really helped us. I don't think it was my amazing play that helped us, I think, that only hindered us. But anyway, that was turn 79. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next turn. Hello, welcome back. Lots of assassinations this turn, and an attack on our throne from a horror. Some usual assassination stuff on mages. We also summoned a bishop fish this turn. I'll look at him in a moment, but the guy who summoned him was attacked by a horror, unfortunately, and killed. We then also had 2 of our Phlegran tyrants attacked this turn by horrors, both of whom were in Obsidian Wastes at the time. Obsidian Wastes was the province where, you may have mentioned, I had tyrants here, but they weren't anti-horror geared. And so here's a young up-and-comer. Killed pretty much immediately, unfortunately. And then another Phlegran tyrant, also in Obsidian Wastes, also not horror geared, is then also killed. So not a good start over in Obsidian Waste. Turns out that Obsidian Waste was then also the throne that was attacked by Ruva. So, you know, this could have gone better. This army is also still scripted for fighting human opponents, which is also probably wrong. So all in all, not good. Got this guy doing stupid buffs for 5 turns. I was hoping that the javelins with flaming arrows would do some stuff to Ruva. It doesn't really seem to. It does take some damage, but I think he just life drains it all back. It's not quite enough damage. Kind of chips away at him. He then just turns permanently white. I'm not sure what that's from. Is it slow? Usually when units are white it means they've been stunned, but I don't think he can be stunned, so I'm not sure. But what follows is about 30 turns of units very, very slowly killing themselves on Ruva. Eventually it's down to just some cubes and some gigantes. And at last, would you believe it, a gelatinous cube gets the killing blow on Ruva. And not only that, but the cube then resists the damage reversal. So, yeah. Well done to whichever cube that was. I'm impressed. So, as you can see from the battleground, a lot of our troops either died or fled. So, not great, but we did manage to preserve our thrones, that's good. There's the battle log, as you can see. Lots of deaths, including all of our gigantes, almost all of our cubes, most of our helots, lots of our mages too. Also lost a tyrant. Ooh, and the Elder Cyclops. Yeah, pretty bad. But we kept the throne, so there's that, I suppose. Next, hugely influential nutritionist, the hero of the attack on Nabar last turn, is the victim of a corruption attempt from some Shaitans. This unit can lure enemy commanders away to a friendly province. The corruption attempt is a stealthy action that can be used against any commander with a mind. Yeah. Hugely influential nutritionist, though, is of course incorruptible. Too heroic. So he is placed into an assassination battle instead. Easily dispatches the fire elementals. He's a bit dizzy because he's currently enraged. But he's fine in the end. There was then a second corruption attempt against him. This one was even simpler though, because he doesn't get enraged. So he very straightforwardly just walks forwards and kills the guy. So that's, yeah, pretty good. Killed two more of Nabar's mages. Then spider battle in Jabal Kish. This is noteworthy because it's Scabule. This guy is terrifying. He has a big tremor attack that does 7 points of untyped damage. Yeah. And then he also has a bunch of AoE 1 Oracle attacks, which can't be resisted by magic resistance. And they negate armor, so that guy will shred anyone he gets into melee range of. Pretty scary. Lightning continues to strike. Events, we got more minus unrest in Bankish, 11 nature gems in Black Forest, and some luck in Obsidian Waste. Sure, I'll take your word for it. We then saw another battle in Jabal Kish, which is also the Maker of Ruins. I'm not sure what happened here. I don't know why that came up twice and what was different about it. It's very strange to me. I guess this was the... No, I really don't understand what happened. Why it shows up twice. But we can see Scabule on the map now. He's over here. Let's hope that he walks this direction towards Hoburgdorf and does not walk this direction towards Scarce Hope Wastes. Because I don't want to fight that guy. And that's it for messages and things. And yeah, pretty simple turn this one. Not really much else to do now. We can see here that we have summoned a bishop fish. He is unfortunately horror mocked already, so unlucky to him. At the moment he's just on Call God duty. All these priests are on Call God duty. The ones over here are on Preach duty though. That's Ripewoods and Fuchsia. Because Uruk has 1 dot candle in Ripewoods now. So that forest can start generating Enchanted Forest attacks, which I don't want. So push Dominion out here a little bit before we go back to God calling duty. And I'm also, as I said last turn, summoning another bishop fish over in blue water. Give us another h3, why not? Over here, this force is quite severely depleted now. I've changed the scripting around a bit so that it's more kind of anti-horror themed. I've given the Bane Tyrant here a Moonblade. He also has a Crown of Lead and an Amulet of Anti-Magic, but his magic resistance is still quite poor. Bane Tyrants don't get as much magic resistance as the regular Tyrants. So he's kind of slightly off on his own, and he's going to cast Iron Will on turn 1. Hopefully he'll do that on himself. I'm not sure if Iron Will and Anti-Magic are the same effect, but hopefully they're not. Hopefully they stack. Yeah, other than that, cubes in the front and cows at the back to try and draw their own aggro away from the mages in the middle, who will just do Anti-Magic in opposition, Swarm. This guy's going to do some Thunder Wards, because a few of them do seem to use a lot of Thunder attacks. Got some Flaming Arrows, Wind Guide, Frozen Heart. Yeah, other thrones look the same though. And this Grey Arrow is me reconsidering the idea to just keep all of the tyrants in this forest. Inventor of Muscle Empowerment is going to try and fly over towards Obsidian Waste. It's going to take him 2 turns though. And we'll also have another Tyrant next turn. So we'll have 2 new Tyrants to fly over to Obsidian Waste next turn. Hopefully we survive that long. And in the meantime, I'm going to forge a bunch more items to give to those Tyrants. So we should have 2 Lodestones, 2 Moonblades, and 2 Amulets of Anti-Magic next turn. Which is, that'll help. I'll feel a lot safer if there are 3 Moonblade Tyrants here. And that's it for this turn, I think. I can't remember if I did anything else. I don't believe so. There's not really much else to do at this point. I am forging another water bracelet because I'm also summoning another bishop fish in blue water, so we might lose this one this turn if he dies. But I think the H3s have been more useful than the W2s. And yeah, that's everything I think. So that was turn 80. This might be my longest game ever, I think. So thanks for watching this far, if you've watched this far. Which you must be, if you can hear this. And I'll see you on turn 81. Hello, welcome back. We continue to be attacked by horrors as usual. Nothing too tragic this turn though. Got a Magus, Oppressor, Sage. No Torrents or anything like that. But we summoned another Bishop Fish, and the guy who summoned him was immediately killed. The remnants of our prophet has left the world, so we'll be able to declare a new prophet this turn. And we then got attacked in Skurse Hope Wastes by the Eater of Dreams. So he scares off all our archers pretty much immediately. And we've got a few Gigantes in range though, poking him. Most of our damage though comes from a subscription to Jim's Monthly. With his Moonblade, he hits this guy for around 50 damage 3 times in a row. That I just saw one then pop up. And then yeah, he ends with a final quite big hit I think. If I can find that. Flagrant Tyrant, hit Eater of Dreams, yeah, 45 damage. And resisted the reversal. So it really is just the Tyrants with the Moonblades doing the bulk of the damage in these encounters. He hits so hard. He picked up a Blind Affliction on like the first turn in this battle. So his attack is very low now. But yeah, Tyrants with Moonblades are pretty much the main kind of defense that I have right now. Everything else is just to kind of soak up attacks really. But that's pretty good. So that was Skurse Hope Wastes. We did lose 2 more Shackled Mages and 2 Sages. And a bunch of archers, like a bunch of archers just got wiped on that first turn of the battle. But other than that, not too bad. That's fine. We continue to preserve this throne, which is okay. We also then saw the Maker of Ruins moving on to Corbeau. So he's gone in a strange direction. He's gone from Javel Quiche to Corbeau here. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe he's heading all the way down towards Bycliffe? That would be interesting. I'm not sure how the horrors behave on the map though. They might just behave randomly, who knows. But, you know what? Let's have you attack the current province, and have you attack that province. I think we should be able to take these with no problems, right? They're just empty. Might as well. Yeah, either he'll attack this, and we'll see it because it's mine, or he'll attack this, which I won't be able to see because I'm now moving that scout. But I'll be able to see the flag change, so that'll be fine. So, hopefully, Gabriel leaves us alone. Lightning killed more people. Enchanted Forests attacked Fischer, which is the least painful because we automatically keep that province. Events, we got the Amber Clan Mage in an underwater province. We got a Slave Collar and 150 gold in Nidian range. And in Giant's Rest, Thunderstorms have been ranging. And that gave us a magic site, which is Sky Split Oak, for an additional urgent per turn. Which is fine, I'll take that. Worldwide event, stars are right for constructions, and horrors continue to plague us. And that's about it. This turn, I've given this Bishop Fish an amulet. I'm moving him out of the lake. Only because I can see Nabar building up his forces now. I assume he's going to take this back. And he might see this fish and decide he's going to take the province as well just to kill it. I don't know. I'm just moving it anyway because it'll be safer inside the fort, and that's fine. Since I can declare a prophet now, I'm going to declare one of these guys a prophet. Everyone else is like patrolling, so I don't want to have them waste a turn becoming a prophet. So it has to be one of these guys. And I felt like, purely for sentimental reasons, I have to make hugely influential nutrition my prophet because he's just so good. I mean, he's won so many battles for us lately. He is very afflicted now, so he's probably not the greatest warrior ever anymore. But really all I want him for is just to passively spread dominion in this region, because this is where we have the least dominion. So it's fine. He can retire as a prophet. And when we eventually roll in to attack Nabar again, to knock him back off the throne, which is going to happen, yeah, he'll be my prophet. Maybe that'll help him out, maybe it won't, I don't know. Probably just means that he'll have significantly less hit points. But whatever, for now he's going to be my prophet, and I'm fine with that. Up here, this Bishop Fish is calling God. I'm going to summon another one to keep doing that. We'll have them start preaching. And other than that, it's business as usual. I've got the 2 new Tyrants who've been given some Tyrant gear. They're heading over to help defend this throne. So this throne will have 3 geared Tyrants now. One of whom's a Bane Tyrant. So all the thrones currently have 3 geared Tyrants. In addition to varying amounts of army. And yeah, that's it for this turn. I've got like 2 tiny Astral Mages left in this province, and they're forging Moonblades just so that we have them. Those Moonblades seem to be the most important. We can always forge Earth items for magic resist. Lodestones and crowns. Not quite as good as anti-magic amulets, but I can't, by the way, I can't replace the like basic Astral Mages because Cassian Forest has just permanently had 122 unrest for ages, so recruitment is locked here. The only guys who could forge would be my big Astral Mages, and I kind of don't want to waste these guys doing forging. I kind of want to make sure that they are alive and patrolling. Yep, and that's it for this time. So still holding on, still just hoping that one of the other thrones gets eaten. Let's turn 81. Thanks for watching. See you next time.